again, and I'm thinking today we're about to make bitches mad again.
I think so.
Welcome to our newest episode of Unzipped, Season 2. With my recurring guest star, Gangsta Girl.
Gangsta girl in the building, bitch. I guess I'm so special because I came back.
Listen.
Oh, because I'm like, hey, you didn't have to ask me back. You could have been like, bye, bitch. But you was like, hi, bitch. And I'm here. So thank you for having me again.
He gets to hold the drink this season.
I was about to say, don't phaedra me, girl.
Baby. So today's episode is being dedicated to one of those spicier kinds of relationships out there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna discuss the open kinds. We're gonna discuss open relationships and kind of like discuss if you've ever been invited to participate, to be a third party person, and see kind of if we agree with open relationships, if we would embark on that journey, if we wouldn't. And we're here to offer different perspectives. Mine as a single person, his as someone that's in a relationship currently. So.
Yes, I was about to say, because y'all saw my face already, and y'all saw that I was a little stank. So I had feelings, but we'll dive into that in a little bit.
In a little bit. And right now, I just want to educate you hoes on the definition of what an open relationship is.
Let them know. Read them the Bible, which Bible is it Webster?
It is.
It's Webster.
It says here that an open relationship is a relationship in which both partners agree that each may have sexual relations with others. And now let's go to Urban Dictionary.
Okay, because right, Urban Dictionary is where the real tea is at.
A relationship in which two people agree that they want to be together, but can't exactly promise that they won't see other people too. Basically, to have it all, a significant other and the freedom to hook up with other people. Common during college for many post-high school relationships. Are you still with Joe? Well, we're in an open relationship now, and it's don't ask, don't tell.
The tea, bitch.
I kind of like Urban Dictionary.
I know, right? Because I was like, first off, did it say in college or post-college?
It says it's common during college after post-high school relationships.
And we still see a bunch of these bitches out here still in open relationships. So that's a thing.
To be honest, I don't blame them because a lot of these hoes went to school and they skated on by with C's.
Hey, C's get degrees. That's what I was taught.
They do, but they're still learning, and that's why they're still out here doing high school mistakes.
Okay, or let's say post high school college mistakes, because if you did
at 40,
right? Okay, I'm just like sis, let it go,
just like Alpha.
Okay,
let it go, let it go, let it go.
So talk to me, open relationships, what do you think about those?
Well, personally speaking, at this age, at this time in my life.
Yes, at this time.
No, I don't criticize them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer. I'm honestly a firm believer in to each their own, whatever rocks your boat. Amen.
Right.
Do whatever makes you happy. Personally speaking, I'm too possessive to want to share my partner.
Crazy Dominican.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I personally wouldn't engage in an open relationship. I personally wouldn't want to be the third party person in the relationship. And as far as me, myself, engaging in an open relationship, you better pray to God I love you that much because I don't think I ever would.
Real as fuck.
To be honest, I don't think I can't see myself breaking up and just being a third person there, or someone my man just calling me up like, oh yeah, I just smashed. It's a hot ass. What?
Yeah.
No.
It's interesting you say that because so I know a couple of people that are in, I guess you would say open relationships or what have you, they're with their partner, but at the same time they still go and have sex or have relationships with other people. And from their experience, or what I've heard, because I've got a couple, maybe I could think of 2 people in mind. They say that the opportunity to go out and seek someone else allows them to appreciate their partner even more. So it's I know, it's interesting. So it's I'm thinking of a specific friend in general that said him having sex with someone different makes him think about things that he can bring back to his relationship to even make the sex better or even strengthen the relationship more. I'm not about that life, but I'm just saying that's some people's perspective. it allows them to think about things that they don't see like within their own realm of like whatever they're going through. And it allows them to kind of be like, okay, like I can add this, I can take this away, I can see what Bae thinks about this. And it allows them that kind of like flexibility.
So basically what you're saying is that they're saying that, oh, I have what I want at home, but I also like a dibble dabble outside because I want, just in case I find some new spice that I can add to the menu when I get back home.
Hello?
Yeah,
It's like paprika.
No. You want to learn some new steps of cooking, but you pick up a motherfucking cookbook.
That is true.
You
or watch a porn girl.
Exactly. Like, baby, they're like, listen, no, I'm not here for that logic.
I feel you.
I'm not here for that piece of logic. Y'all can keep that bullshit to yourselves.
I mean, I hate that we're. Go ahead, actually.
No, because I was gonna say, like, from personal experience, like when I was younger, back in my college days, I met someone who was in a relationship and kind of wanted me to be that third person, and I told him that I wasn't really comfortable with that, and that I just honestly, I chose to be the side hoe, not necessarily the third hoe.
Because there's a difference, okay? There's very much a difference in the side.
Listen,
can we break that down for the people out there that don't know?
There's a difference between intaking one penis of the relationship as opposed to intaking both penises.
Okay.
I decided to just take the one. I didn't want the 2-for-1 special.
Right. Okay, Wendy's.
I was okay with the one. But, yeah, and so, so things got crazy.
Yeah.
And phone calls, and then I was just like, okay, yeah, this is not going to work out anymore. And then as an older person, recently, I ran into someone else who their partner didn't necessarily live within the city, lived elsewhere, and they were still like out here dating. And I was like, what's the purpose of you still out here dating if you already have something secure?
Yeah.
And his reasoning was, well, he lives in a different state, and if I find something here in the city that I feel, I guess, gave him the same thing he was getting out of his relationship, I guess he would dump his partner and stick to whoever he found here in the city. But I also thought that's a little bit selfish. I feel like that's kind of it's not, because I feel like when it's job related, yes, you look for the next job while you still have you're employed.
Right.
But when it comes to relationship,
that comes to point, baby girl.
But when it comes to a relationship, I don't feel like you should be shopping for your partner's relationship while you're still in a relationship.
I'm gonna definitely agree with you on that one. Because my thing is just like, first off, like, obviously you got into this relationship with someone for a reason. Like, you wanted to make this partnership, you wanted to make this work for a reason. You're putting in this time, you're putting in this effort. And while distance may be a factor, at the same time, it's just like, if I'm with you, I'm rocking with you, period, point blank, plain and simple.
Thank you.
But maybe that's just me and my old school way of just like monogamy. Because, yeah, like, I don't know. I grew up in a household where, first off, my mama and my daddy, like, they was together for however long. They separated since then. But at the same time, like, I'm just used to seeing that. And I also feel like that potentially could be connected to people's upbringings. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of people sometimes, if their mother or father was not around, maybe it's just like they saw like other people coming in. So maybe that could be part of that affecting factor. But for me, bitch, like, no. Like, if you with me, you with me.
And speaking of, like, you made it, like, what we were saying actually made something not click for me, but it kind of just made me think, like, put the train, the wheels of thought into motion. And it could also be like, you also may grow up in a household where you see kind of like your mother getting cheated on constantly, maybe your father getting cheated on constantly, and they kind of just stick with that person.
Yeah.
And then when they grow older, kind of, well, I don't want to get cheated on, so instead of just leaving that door open to get cheated on, we might as well just play together and call it a day.
That's real.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, girl, your dog scratched me and I'm bleeding all over the place.
No, for real.
Security. Security. For real. I was about to say, I will be sending you a medical bill.
Tell me the invoice, baby.
I will, baby girl. No, but I feel you on that. Like, it depends on people's upbringing, one. And two, just like, I feel like the socialization, especially within the gay community, because, like, let's think about it. Like, how many gay open relationships do you know compared to, like, straight open relationships?
Wow. If if I tell you, you'd laugh. I actually know more straight open relationships than
Really? Tell me the tea.
I
Tell
just-
the world the tea, because we would all like to know.
because well, and I don't want to say that the relationship is necessarily open, but it's more like she knows that he steps out, but she's okay with him stepping out, so she doesn't really care. And then I also recently met someone who stated that sometimes they've allowed their partner to cheat because she necessarily wasn't ready to let him go yet. But in my and this is where this is what I know.
Yeah.
I'm not mentally. I'm gonna say this. I'm not mentally mature to handle a situation like that because
This is the type of bitch that'll show up at your house with a bottle,
just
ready to go.
just because I just I can't know that. Okay, I'm gonna be real frank and real gutter about it. How do you expect me to put my mouth on your dick after you don't dip your dick into someone else?
Like,
And that's not to say that, oh my God, your boyfriend has had sex with other people. No, it's different because those bodies were before me. I don't know them. It's like Cardi B said, how you fucking hoes that follow me. No, you don't do that. You're not, I don't want to put a face to it because every time I see this hoe, I'm going to want to fight.
right.
And not only am I going to fight that hoe, I'm going to fight you too.
Okay.
Because let's be clear. I'm not the kind of person that's going to fight a third party person because that person don't owe me no loyalty. You do. You're my man.
Yeah. No, and I also think about just the emotional factor
Yeah.
that comes into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm connected to you and you are my partner, right? And we've built this relationship, and now you've gone outside of our relationship to find someone else, whether it be sexual or what have you, there's still some type of emotion that's connected to that, regardless of whether or not you want to admit it. Whenever you are in, I guess, the throes of sex, sometimes you have great sex and it's great sex, whatever, call it a day. Sometimes you have, okay sex, whatever, but there's still that energy exchange. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like in an open relationship, you are allowing your energy to be shared with somebody else.
With multiple people.
With multiple people. You feel what I mean? And it's that means that that's less energy that you're giving to me.
Exactly.
And that's where I find the issue as far as open relationships are concerned. I'm like you. Do what you do. We grown. It's 2018. Bitch, live your life. But at the same time, for me, baby girl, that's a no. Because I think personally, I come from a world of, your background and just your upbringing shapes how you view the world. And you have the choice whether or not you want to continue to believe in that or you want to change it. For me, I grew up seeing a monogamous relationship, except for the last couple years. I grew up seeing a monogamous relationship, and that's kind of what I've idealized in a sense. And I also know that there's the capacity to be with someone for a long amount of time if you really want to put yourself into that. For me, especially with my boyfriend, well, first off, that nigga crazy. So I know me personally, I'm not interested in bringing in a third party. I know that he wouldn't be interested because he would probably ring me around the neck.
Y'all be tussling.
No, we be tussling because I ain't that bitch. But anyway, I know if I added someone else, or we wanted to add someone else into the mix, it would just be I think it would add confusion. It would add a lot of air of mystery. Yeah. And I also think with different people, especially just as their signs, how they operate, that would definitely affect just the communication
the
aspect.
balance.
Yeah, and the balance. You know what I'm saying?
I got it. I just personally, honestly, for me, when it comes to open relationships, I just, like I said, it takes me time when I give myself to someone in a relationship wise, it's like me giving you a piece of myself.
Exactly.
So for you to feel, I just feel like you don't appreciate what I'm giving you if you're okay with sharing that piece of me that I'm giving to you specifically with other people. Because that's something that I feel like people forget. In open relationships, it's not so much just you stepping out and dating and you having sex with other people. You're giving away a part of me that's supposed to be for me, myself. That's the whole reason for a monogamous relationship. Is, you know what I'm saying? That, and like I said again, if you guys want to have one of those three-way relationships where it's three people, a three-person relationship.
Because those are real.
Those are real.
Those are very real.
Listen, that's okay because again, I will say this. I'm a firm believer in people having the ability to love more than one person and to fall in love or have more than one soulmate. Because I feel that a soulmate isn't necessarily just half of your other soul stuck in another person. It's just, I feel, is when you meet someone that literally understands you and appreciates you for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a greedy person. Maybe I have only child syndrome in a certain kind of, to a certain degree. But
because you ain't the only child.
I was for 12 years.
That's the T on that.
Right? Bad habits form faster than good habits. That's what I meant to say. Ooh, let's rewind.
Right.
As I said, bad habits are formed faster than good habits.
Mm-hmm.
So I have all the bad habits of my only child. I developed those early and quick. No, but yeah, it's a piece of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want everyone to have a piece of me.
That's real.
I don't even like giving myself to strangers.
Yeah.
And making them my friends too quick. Yeah, that's
True.
energy. That's energy I have to keep.
Okay, and those energy exchanges are real. And I feel like also like if I'm in an open relationship, I'm just gonna give a scenario, right? I'm in an open relationship. Okay, so I'm in a relationship now, right? I allow my partner to go and have sex with whoever he wants to have sex with. I hate the word fuck, by the way. I'm sorry, that's just like a personal thing, because I feel like fuck is just so like, and I'm just like, you know, chase Georgia Angel. But he goes and he has sex with whoever else, and then he brings that back to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that means that I'm taking this person's energy in that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily know how to like move through that, because it's just like, I don't know this person. You may or may not have given me background. Even if you give me background, I don't know this nigga, so I don't give a fuck. Like, why am I concerned about having to be like thinking about someone else while I'm trying to engage with you? You understand what I'm saying?
And not even that, I feel like, and also, I'm just one of those people, like, I just be so, I get anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
All I keep thinking about is, it's kind of like the situation of when you have when your best friend has a friend that you don't necessarily get along with. So it's kind of like, even though y'all can be social, but you're kind of like, skirt! And it's kind of like, okay, so now you as my partner step out with someone who, let's say, I could care a fuck about.
Right.
And then now, let's say you didn't do your research properly. Now you come back into my house with gifts that keep on giving, with no receipts. And now we both here, sitting with a present that neither one of us desires to have. What happens now? So where do we go from here?
Girl in hands. No, I'm just kidding, because you know that's the first
Like
place that I was gonna go.
I'm gonna be ready. You think
I'm ready to rock. No, I'm
like,
like,
like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, and for anyone that you really that you're gonna be like, okay, we're in an open relationship scenario. I go and get my checkup, and now my doctor tells me, oh, XYZ.
Really? Because
hold, please.
mm-hmm.
Hi, can you do me a favor? I need you to pick me up at the clinic today.
And then I feel like that would be a whole brawl in the car ride home. Or in the Uber, because girl.
Car ride? Car ride? Oh, baby. You lucky. if we
get in the car.
If I make it in the car. only way I make it in the car is in the body bag on driving away, bitch.
Hello? The ambulance.
Because, baby, these hands.
I mean, but I will respect those that do have the capacity to have open relationships. Like, I think that shows your level of, like, openness to just, like, whatever you want to allow into, like, your space and things of that nature. And I also think it also shows a level of trust. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in order to be in an open relationship and, like, be comfortable, you have to be willing to trust your partner. And a lot of the times, like, people don't communicate as well in order to be able to have, like, a very strong relationship. So in my mind, having an open relationship, to me, it signifies, like, hey, I trust this person that I'm with.
Yeah.
I really, like, appreciate, like, what they bring to my life. I don't want to lose them because that's, like, my main bitch. But at the same time, like, if you find yourself being more stimulated by other men or women or whatever, and you want to go out there and do that, like, I feel secure enough to know that you're coming home to daddy. You understand what I mean? But, like, that's not how everybody works. And I feel like, I don't know, I just can't see that for me personally. I mean, for like just keeping it real, like I'm a very insular person, so like the fact that I even am dating someone at this point in time, like have a whole relationship is like a girl, what the fuck? But at the same time, it's like I couldn't imagine having to add another like energy into that. You understand what I'm saying? Or be concerned
Dating
about what
one
they're
person
doing.
is hard. Imagine dating two at the same time.
Okay, or even have not even dating two, but like dating one and then having to think about number two or number three or number four, number five, or number six, or number seven, because we don't know how. Like lowest of keys, niggas be lying.
Niggas be having heroes.
Oh, and don't like to keep it a buck. So my thing is just like you always have to keep that in the back of your mind.
Oh,
and
right.
do I have to worry about that? Why can't I just be concerned about like
You.
me?
Why
Right.
can't you just be? Why can't you just be the one headache that my Tylenol can solve?
Okay.
Why do I have to? Like, why do I have to have Tylenol, Motrin, and all the other ones, bitch?
Okay,
Why?
or leave, like, cause you know, a leave will relieve.
Baby, I ain't got no time. I got
Hello?
no time on his hands.
No, right, these hands, this head, like none of that, because, but I mean, I'm not, like, it's not to bash
No.
anyone that, like, is doing it, but it's just more of, like, the perspective of,
Me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to clarify that for everyone. I'm not passing, like I said again at the beginning of the episode, I don't pass judgment on anyone.
Right.
Whatever, like I said again, whatever brings you happiness, I'm rooting for you.
we were all rooting for you, how dare you!
Regardless, I'm only talking about my perspective if I were in a third, like if I were in an open relationship, or
Yeah.
like if my partner asked me to be in one. But aside from that, on a positive note,
Yeah.
I was told that for someone to be in an open relationship, they would have to have a very secure sense of self, and they would have to have a high self-esteem to like kind of be okay with their partner, like having a partner, but also like you said, being secure that their partner's gonna always come back. Because in a way, I guess they were trying to say that if you aren't okay in being in an open relationship, then it's kind of like an insecurity on your part because you feel that you can't hold your man. Listen, I'm just sharing
Y'all see my
opinions.
face, right? Y'all see my face, right?
I'm just sharing opinions that are out there.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm Hispanic, so I have a very,
I'm just gonna
what I want to
nails
say,
for this.
right? I want to say that I have very, when it comes to flirting, I don't necessarily have such a strong line drawn in the sand when it comes to certain levels.
Yeah.
Like for me, I feel like there's flirting because that's part of your nature and it's just like it's like an energy that's there, whatever. But then there's also, I feel, flirting with intent.
Yes.
Flirting with intent will have, like, and again, flirting with intent will have my red flags, like,
Okay.
until there's like a full intent going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for example, like, there's people, like I said again, I don't mind if, like, my partner, like, if we go out to the club and my partner's over here being flirty with somebody, but we going home together. You can feel my man all you want to.
Yeah.
He's still coming home with me.
Or I would prefer personally if it's like we both like, oh, he cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just appreciate that because
I don't mind that. I don't care.
yeah, like
We could both look at boys together.
hello, because I feel like those are the best types of relationships, like where you can literally be like, oh, that nigga fine, and just like walk by. You know what I'm saying? Because like we appreciate beauty, but that don't mean I gotta fuck you, dog. Like, I'm sorry, I hate that word.
And but it's the truth though, because at the end of the day, I feel like people have to understand, like, it's like it's like us looking at Rihanna. We think that Rihanna's gorgeous, she's pretty, but do we all want to have sex with her? I mean, I personally don't. Like, on some real shit. Like, I joke around and be like, she would be the only woman or whatever, have sex with her, but in reality, I don't want to never have sex with any woman in general, period. But,
Been there, done that.
but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can, perfect example. What's that Jonas brother? The one that all the gays love.
Nick Jonas.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nick Jonas is attractive, but he's not attractive to me. Like, I wouldn't date Nick Jonas.
I mean, I wouldn't date him either, but I mean, that man is fine.
He is, but he's not my cup of tea.
That
I would definitely, I'm like,
I was about to say divulge a little bit more.
no, in the sense of like, if Nick Jonas were just a regular person on my Tinder, it would be
okay.
like, swipe left.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be swiping right. Like,
Right,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
real.
I mean, because now, if it was just Nick Jonas knocking on my DMs, I mean, of course I might be like,
Knocking on
"Oh,
the
but
DMs or knocking elsewhere.
the DMs. You know, I might entertainment for a little date at Noble, whatever. A little flight to the island.
Hello, come on, Iceland, La Isla.
You know, but no. Oh wow, that's such a gold digger statement. Because I'm here for the benefits, not if you were regular.
Is that would be put you in an open relationship, perhaps?
No.
No. I was about to say, come on, standards.
No, because and here it comes that upbringing. I would feel embarrassed walking through these streets knowing that's why I would be so nervous to date a celebrity because it's like. Because in my mind, I would know, like, okay, you're touring. Let's say if I would be dating an artist, I know you're touring. I know you're out here meeting a whole slew of people every day. So in my mind, I don't really have the time to be. So who's David? So who's Tom? So who's this? So who's Harry? So why are you texting? So who's? It's exhausting. Been there, done that, and I'm older now, and I have even less patience and energy now.
Oh, bitch, you just hit a trigger, bitch. Because I feel like I'm going through that right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, bang. But it's the truth.
So I don't have the energy. Like, I don't, listen, my Energizer battery pack died years ago, so I don't have the time to will the energy anymore. So, like I said, and with that, I would be one of them hoes. I would be sitting at home. I would be in an unknowing open relationship. Because my man would be out here fucking, and I would be out here birking. Not working, birking.
Oh, because sometimes that's what it's got to be.
Listen, I don't have time. Listen, as long, and I've always said that. My whole life, you're dating me, you're my man. I don't ever have me looking stupid. Don't ever have me walk into a room where I don't know who's who and what's what. So listen, you wanna cheat on me, you wanna fuck around on me, you wanna do whatever it is you wanna do on me. Wrap it up, stay clean, and make sure that they stay out of my DMs, out of my inbox, out of my life, out of my circle. Don't fuck know who I'm gonna see.
Right.
Please don't.
Okay.
Because that'll be the last one you fuck.
I was about to say, because the thing about it is, like, at the end of the day, baby girl's a Scorpio. And y'all know, like, Scorpios are known for, like, having, being hoes or whatever, da-da-da-da. But at the same time, I'm a little crazy on the LO. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you really got to, like, tap into that and be like, you know what I'm saying? Hit a nerve, and then the bitch pop out, and then she pop back in. So I'm just like, you don't want the bitch to pop out. And I'm just like, if you're going to be out here doing that, and then also, like, I just don't appreciate, like, liars. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you want an open relationship, right, and you decide to cheat, instead of being honest about being in an open relationship or just, like, bringing that to the forefront, then, like, baby, what is you doing? Like, you're not even real. And how can I trust you? Because it's just, like, you're not even keeping it a buck with me from the jump.
And that's my whole thing. They give me, like, don't steal the choice from me. Like, let me have that choice. And you have to also be okay with me saying no.
Right.
And that's what I always tell people, because people have this kind of mental, like, thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to ask. People don't like to hear no. And sometimes they take no as like, they get offended when they hear no.
That is true.
And people have to also understand that it's not about being offended. You may be at a certain place, you may have certain belief systems, you may have certain ways of thinking that I may not, and I may not agree with. And that is fine. Because at the same time, you can't always agree on everything when you're in a relationship.
That is very true.
So when I tell you no, respect my no the same way as you would respect my yes.
Yeah. It's a reality.
It is what it is. I'm not gonna always say yes, and I may not always say no. Like, you might tell me this and that. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but
I was gonna say, what
rewind.
did you come up with?
Nothing.
Ooh, because the bitch had a story, and I was
Not even
I was
story.
like,
I had a scenario, but yeah, I mean, there's just certain things that you break out.
Yeah.
For holidays, for special occasions, for anniversaries and birthdays, that you don't bring out the 364 other days of the year.
This is true.
So, like I said, things are negotiable and some things aren't.
Yeah.
Open relationship is a hard no.
Yeah.
And I said a threesome was out the question. But an open relationship is a hard no. And with threesomes,
see, now let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Because I feel like that's part of this also.
Yeah, it's like a sub.
Yeah, it's a subtopic.
Yeah. With threesomes, because I would say this, y'all need to stop talking about how y'all didn't come in a relationship with just sprinkles of threesomes around, because once you make it a habit of having threesomes, you're in an open fucking relationship.
Most definitely.
Okay?
Oh.
Y'all just happen to play together.
Oh.
So I feel like if it's 7 years down the line, and it's like, I don't know, an anniversary or something, and you're like, oh, listen, babe, I want to spice it up a little bit. You know, I mean, 10 drinks in, I mean, the
Not
world is
10
our,
drinks in.
10 drinks in, the world is our oyster. No, I mean, catch me in a good day. Like, don't catch me when I'm stressed. And we can discuss it. Maybe you can convince me. I
Don't
know.
ask me on a Monday.
Yeah. Ask me on like a Thursday, Friday.
When it's close to the weekend, when I'm
After the first hour of me being a happy hour, like, hey babe,
Right.
what are you up to? Are you
Right.
drunk yet? Are you coming home? I am. Hey, do you think we have a threesome on Sunday?
What?
We'll talk about it when I get home. Maybe, I don't know. But you know, like, yeah, but I feel like if it's a habit, you're in an open relationship.
100%.
But you know, if it's to say you have a threesome today and you don't have another one for 5 years, then it's whatever.
That's
it's an
different.
experience.
Yeah, that's an experience.
Yeah.
No.
You guys are on vacation.
Yeah.
At Sands Resorts. You know, I don't know.
Right. For
See
y'all
how
in the
it
DR, you find some nice little Dominican boy, and he just is like, oh, a mí me encanta tu especialidad. And I'm like, ooh, okay. You like my specialty?
They be so weird.
They, okay.
They don't
You
even
know,
respect the family water parts.
hello?
Oh, I said, no. They don't. I say this because I was with my mother, my little brother, and a slew of people, Jehovah's Witnesses, at a water park in DR, and as we were leaving, like, the zoo was really trying to knock into me. And I'm like, but you don't really see that I'm like with the church.
Yeah.
Well, not that I clearly am not a practicing Jehovah's Witness, but what I'm saying, you know, they were there.
He was with the Lord at the moment.
Yes.
And you trying to get in with the Lord, child.
Like, do you watch Basketball Wives?
Somewhat, yeah.
Sidebar, because you brought up the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I do not appreciate people who use the Lord to be dirty and do their dirty work. Leave the Lord out of your mess.
Hello.
The Lord is not bounty. All right, he's not your quicker picker upper.
Hello.
Stop it, Tammy Roman. Stop
Ooh,
it.
don't let her block you on Twitter, girl. Because you know you like to get blocked on Twitter.
No,
by
I don't
celebrities.
like to get blocked. They like to block me. They can't handle my, like America, but they can't handle my mouth or my tweets per se. But no, because again, this is a sidebar, but I just did not appreciate the way she came out at Evelyn.
Mm.
And then she tried to use her little assignment from her pastor to reel in the negativity and try to like literally excommunicate Evelyn from the circle. Because you could tell she was so mad that rumor was not true. That's what she kept attacking Jen and was like, Jen, I didn't peg you for a liar because you was mad because you was mad that it wasn't true. You burn it, bitch. You burn it.
Just a side note, because I was like, I didn't watch that episode, so I'm just sitting here looking pretty.
Alright, well fast forward.
Right. But no, back to what we were talking
yes.
about. Like, as far as a threesome is concerned, like, if it's like a one-off thing or what have you,
Yeah.
like, okay, so like talking in my mind, like, as being in a relationship, right? And I'm thinking about like, if my partner was like, oh, like, this dude is cute, and he's coming on to the both of us, and he's like, oh, like, I want to holler at y'all, da-da-da-da. I mean, well, first off, my partner is a little crazy, as you know. And I mean, he'll probably see this too, and he knows, and he's going to accept it. He's a little crazy, so he'll probably be like, nah, fuck that, because I ain't got no motherfucking time. But I mean, like, let's just say it was like a day where he was like drunk and feeling himself or something like that. Like, I might entertain it, only because, like, okay.
Nasty, trash, you know.
I was about to say secretly, your girl lost her virginity in a threesome. So, I mean, it's not.
Well, that's what I think no more says.
No, not a secret no more. But, no. The hoe jumped out, and then she jumped back in. No, but no, seriously, like, if it was like a one-off thing or like like, it's not an anniversary, because that would be weird, but just like we want to try something different out, like, then that's different. But like, a consistent, like, that makes me feel as though there are feelings that are being, like, added to this.
Yeah.
And that's what will worry me, because my thing is just like, well, bitch, what if you start having feelings for someone else? Like, I know you with me, and I know that we are able to, like, as humans, like, have feelings for a variety of people, but at the same time, like, are you with me? Are you more interested in this other person?
Yeah.
What does this person bring to the table that I don't have? And it's just like, I feel like, especially with open relationships, like the idea of those, it's like, obviously I lack something that you're looking for in someone else. And it's like, are you giving me the opportunity to either gain that, or are you just like, you're not going to be able to do this, so I'm going to search for it elsewhere? Yeah. And that's where I feel like for me, the problem comes in, because it's just like, nobody's going to be perfect, but at the same time, you with me, deal with what you got. And if it's not working out the way that you want it to, speak up about it. Let me know. Let me know. I don't sing, so girl, you just got that note. You know, it was for free. But no, like, let me know what's up. And it's like, I'm willing to put forth the effort to try something different. But like, if you're not communicating that with me, then like, I feel like that's what causes relationships to fail. Because niggas don't be talking to each other.
And that's why people always ask me what I'm looking for in a relationship, and I feel like I don't ever give people like physical qualities. I always give them like, I'm always like, I like them to be honest. I like them to always tell me the truth.
Yeah.
I like them to have open communication. I like them to be responsible, to be employed. And notice how I never said what kind of employment, just be employed.
This is real. I was about to say, because as long as you're making money, that means you ain't always going to be asking me for it.
The only thing I have to say is just make sure that you are making enough money to cover your costs. Because I don't care if I'm 60, if I'm 70, or if I'm 12. Like, I'm not out here to work. I'm not your money maid. I'm not here to earn a check to provide for you. So sorry. Like,
I was about to say, they're like all the time. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, there's times where it's like, you know, something happened.
No, well, yeah. But no, but when it comes, like I said, again, when it comes to like the open relationship situation, I just, listen, if it rocks your boat, let it rock. And when it comes to the people who don't like to be in it, well then, like I said, it should be a conversation. Don't take that choice away from your partner.
Yeah.
Don't be that sleazoid that's out here, well, you know what, I know my partner's not going to be with me, fucking other people, so I'm going to be fucking other people on the low.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like have that conversation and find someone who's with it. Like, there are tons of people. I always say this: there's always someone out there who will enjoy your kink along with you.
Yeah.
And just find that person. It may not be me. You may like me. You may love me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be with me.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's what it is. And if you do really care for me, if you do really love me, then you're gonna want me to be at my happiest. And clearly, having you cheat on me continuously is not gonna be me at my happiest.
And you masking it as like us being open or whatever the fuck. Like, no, like that's just not how it works.
And then back to your thing about developing feelings, I feel like that's probably also why a lot of people who are in these open relationships also don't have the same partner every single time that they engage, that they choose different ones. But at the same time, like, what's to stop the person who curate, like, because I always feel like, okay, let's say we're both choosing this person together. We both have access to this person's number or this person's profile or whatever the case may be. So if, let's say, we engage with this third party person and now I thought it was okay, it's nothing to write home to my mother about, but you enjoyed some aspect of it, like, oh my God, now you're infatuated with whatever the fuck he did. I know he rolled his tongue while he was deep throwing you out. I don't fucking know. You know, and then next thing you know, all of a sudden in your mind, you're comparing me to him or comparing what he does to what I do, and now you want to hit him up on the side because you want to experience that all over again by yourself, and then now I'm in court fighting murder charges. Like, please, love me, love me, love me,
bitch.
Peace.
Hello. No, I feel you on that. Like,
I know.
Nobody's got time to be adding with that additional drama, man.
But to all of y'all out there that can engage in those kind of activities, I bow my head to y'all. I give y'all a full motherfucking English curtsy.
Hello, I was about to say.
Listen,
I will perch on that.
Because it's like I said again, I know my shortcomings, and
sure.
So listen, that's what I'm gonna call it. Just because, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put myself in a negative light and keep y'all in the positive. So, like, you know, I don't want y'all to my DMs dragging me. But, you know, I have my personal shortcomings in the sense of, like, my personality and my mental stability. So I know that that's not a situation where I could personally be in. So I do applaud everyone who can engage and continue on ticking because, bitch, I'd be ticking on. I'd be ticking the fucking jazz out. Like that. That'd
Right.
be my take.
Period.
Oh, I remember now. I was saying that one night stands are like you're still giving a part of yourself to the person you're having sex with, but fucking and making love are two very different things. And when you're making love to someone, when you're giving that person a piece of yourself in that way, because you know you are in love with this person, is you know you're sharing. It's a much deeper meaning because, like I said again, you can have sex with someone, and it'll just be sex, and you guys just be like, all right, it was done. And that's why sometimes afterwards, it kind of sometimes feels a little dirty. Because you're like, oh my god, man, you just you know, what's up. I'm not saying that everyone feels that way. I mean, I've had sex and not felt that way, and I've had sex and also felt that way. A little bit of both, but different experiences cause different reactions.
This is true.
But the point is, I don't want y'all thinking that I'm trying to diminish one over the other, but it's just, again, when I say giving a piece of myself, that doesn't exclude me from being, I just don't want you guys to think that I'm putting myself on a pedestal where I've never had a one-night stand, or like I'm looking down on that, because listen, so again, I'm 31 years old. Trust and believe. Been there, done that, rode the bike, left the bike, got on a different bike. We good.
It's been done.
We grown.
Right there with you.
We grown. So, again, don't take my comments. Remember, it's 31 years of experience that have come to this point.
Yes.
So when I say no to things, it's probably because either I tried it and it wasn't for me, or I thought about it and it still wasn't for me.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think that part of our mentality comes from our, generation? Because I feel like the younger that I've seen, I don't know, I mean, and this is just my own personal experience, this is why I'm asking. Like, do you feel as though you see more open relationships in younger generations of relationships, or do you feel like that's just something that's just been spanned on from the beginning of time? I
feel like we as humanity have had open relationships. I mean, like it's been documented in the Bible where there have been people who have had 2, 3, 4 different wives.
That is true.
So clearly, there are people who were able to be monogamous, and there's people who had 3, 4 different wives who were not. So I feel like, again, it's always about that kind of mentality. I feel like we're in a society, at least at a point now, where it's more comfortable. I feel like you can engage in certain activities at a much younger age than you were before. Because I remember, like, as growing up, I started having sex early, but it wasn't. I want to say that because, again, it was in private, it was private, and I wasn't out here bragging about it to people. Whereas opposed to now, you catch a body, everybody want to know what body you caught, who you caught, why you caught it, how you caught it, where you caught it, and video evidence of everything that went down. And that's, I feel like it's so unnecessary.
Yeah, it very much so is. And I was going to say, you said that, and it made me think of just like Sun Baby and stuff like that, and different Marisha and stuff like that, and how if you're into that, I know a good bit about it, and just like how certain Orisha had like different husbands and different wives and stuff like that, and how it was just like a thing. So I mean, like, it's not something that's brand new.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that in the time that we are living in right now, people are feeling a lot more comfortable with being themselves and not being so like behind the scenes with it. Because like, let's be real, swingers. Yeah. Swingers have been around since the beginning of time. If we keep it above.
Them Romans who had a party, baby. The Romans and the Greeks, so let's not pretend.
Oh, so it's just like, the thing about it is like, it's been around. It's more about your level of comfortability. I'm not sure if it's a level of like, because you said something about like self-esteem, like you have to.
Oh no, I was saying that someone else was saying.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying like, but I could totally like understand that, but like, I'm not sure if it's just like a level 100% of like self-esteem. I think more or less it's more about like, what do you want in a relationship? What do you want in a partnership?
Yeah.
And is that one person? Is that more than one person? Like, what does that look like for you?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times I feel like, especially because of what has been put into our brains and like really just told to us as far as just like societal norms, we have to be with one person. But like, if you want to break out of that, then you look crazy. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's why I wanted to clarify about me not casting judgment, just because I say again, like, there's people who can have one best friend and can have focus all of their attention on that one person. There's people, myself included, who may need 1, 2, or 3 to kind of like spread out and kind of have, you know what I'm saying, like not overbear or like have just one person just deal with all that drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what again. And I feel like people are in relationships are like that. Like, there's people who can be monogamous and can focus on one person, and I feel that there are people who, as we call them, serial cheaters, who can't be with just one person but try to fit the society's norm of what a relationship should be. So I feel that now we're in a place where people can have these conversations more openly, where it's not frowned upon.
Yeah.
So now more people are engaging in it, just because I do feel that most of the population, especially now, like in the 20s and 30s, don't necessarily want to be monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they don't want to be single. So they kind of like to keep that one person like there while they're also doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Because again, we're living in a society where now we're, quote unquote, through plastic surgery and all that stuff, we're aging slower. we're aging at the same pace. We just don't look it on the outside.
Okay.
But you know, and we're living longer.
Bro, I was about to throw shade at one of the people we saw at that party yesterday. He told me he was 29. And I was like, bro, you 29, you balding, but never mind. Anyway, continue.
The reason why I'm looking more is because I feel like I know who it is. Because I feel like I engaged in conversation with that person.
Yes.
And in my life is like, we cannot be in the same age range. Like, I just refuse to believe that I'm only 2 years older than you. Like, it's impossible. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I look like a fresh newborn, but baby,
Okay.
I can still get by at a solid 25, 26.
Okay. Hello. I was like, if I made sure, especially with a haircut, girl, I can give a good 24. But baby girl, yesterday, we throwing shade. I'm sorry, I had to be shady for a hot second.
On this light, and we still in the dark.
Don't strike me down, please.
Honestly,
Yeah.
unzip those lips.
Oh, that's a move. That's a move. A move is everything.
It's hurting.
Hurting.
And we will see you guys on the next episode. Stay tuned to see who's my next guest.
I was about to say thank you for having me again.
A pleasure, baby. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
For the second time. Because
right.
behind the scenes footage, y'all didn't know. But I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I had a period of time where, you know, my vocal cords were a little stressed. I was out here something like SZA at a concert. So I had to have my vocal cords on rest. I had to see a couple of, you know, vocal coaches and stuff.
She did.
And a little bit of surgery and stuff done. And now we're back.
Right.
A little raspy. It's not quite the same.
Right.
But it's here.
I was about to say, and you know, because I'm coming from Brooklyn, so you know, a girl had to travel from Brooklyn for all this, and you know, the Brooklyn is far from the Bronx, bitch.
She had to take a bus.
And that's how.
That.
I was about to say, you know, that's dedication to come back from the main bitch. So thank you for having me. I'm very appreciative.
Oh, well.